record on this computer. Alrighty, guys. So I am excited for tonight. Basically, just to do an interactive activity. I feel like so much of what we get in trainings and things like that is a lot of teaching, and I think there is so much value in that. But I also think that one of the best ways you can learn is just by hands-on activity and having others kind of get eyes on what you're doing as well, so that you can have a fresh perspective, someone that's not always your direct upline coach and stuff like that. So basically I decided this week we were going to do a social media audit. So if you are on this call, obviously you will have someone here auditing you, but I also have had others been assigned people. Like I have assigned people to everyone else that is in our little push pod, so that everyone gets some feedback on their page. I think this is super, super important. Why? Because guys, our social media is our storefront. The same way that you would have to show up to a brick and mortar business every day, you know, and run a business, you need to be doing that on your social media as well. This is our storefront. If we are open for business, people need to know that. We need to be creating a professional air, showing up every day. What we show people we are doing on our social media, and I'm not saying this needs to be just your highlight reel, but I'm saying that what we are showing people that we are doing on our social media is what they are going to believe that we are doing behind the scenes. So are you showing up every single day, multiple times a day? Do people get the air and the sense that you are a serious business person? Do they realize that you take what you do as a coach seriously? Because if they don't see that in you, I promise you, if they are interested, they're going to go find someone else that they do see that in. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just get started. I inboxed you guys with just some things to kind of check out on everyone's page. So Lacey, do you want to go ahead and start us off? And obviously, guys, please know, like, this is constructive. This is nothing is done here with malintent. This is solely with the intention of growing you and your business stronger, okay? It's all done with love.
Yeah. Okay, so I had Andrea. So hi, first of all. And yeah, your profile isn't super private, so I could actually like see some stuff. But yeah, I guess I'm just trying to pull up the questions real quick from what I was supposed to be looking at. So the first question was, I guess, in 2 to 3 scrolls, do you know that she has something to offer? I'd say yes. Like most of the posts that I can see, at least, you know, friends, I should add you on Facebook just anyways, but most of the posts that I can see have something to do with Beachbody or some sort of information about what you are doing and as a coach. So that was good. I automatically knew right off the bat that there was something there. And then, yeah, I think the first question too is I knew that you were a mentor. For the second question, I could tell that also. And yeah, you are adding value to your content. Like I liked the post about water. I thought that was really neat. Where you talked about like drinking water and the health benefits of water and stuff like that. That was good. And then yeah, where it says that if you're sharing any different aspects of your life, I say mostly it looks like Beachbody stuff, but like there were some posts about like a graduation that you went to and some things like that. So there were some other things that I saw. And like I said, I'm not friends with you, so you may be posting other stuff. This is just what I can see. But yeah, I don't know.
Is it not on, what's it called? Not on private? What's that?
Do you have to, did you set your profile to public, Andrea?
Yeah, I did right around the time that you suggested, but I guess I never asked everyone if they could actually see.
So I can see most of your stuff. So I think I probably am seeing everything. I just didn't know if there was something I wasn't seeing because I'm not friends with you. So I assume that there might be some stuff that I'm not seeing. But if that's, I mean, from what I can tell, it looks really good.
We will fix that.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that you're doing a really good job, like sharing about Beachbody and about what you're doing. And I guess my own personal suggestion, just from like I don't know, what I like to see on people's Facebooks is maybe do a little bit more too just about your life beyond Beachbody, and just more like personal you besides just your business, because I think people like to see that you're also a person outside of the business side of things. But yeah, other than that, it looks really good. I think you've got some really fun posts. I was looking at it, I was like, I got some ideas for things now I want to post. So yeah, I like it.
I think that's so valuable, and it's going to be more valuable, I promise, the deeper you get into your business, because I can tell you I'm like 2.5 years in, and people are like, yeah, we know you're a coach. Like, you know, it's everything else that is going to bring you your niche market. We'll talk about this later, but Christina, you know, she can talk to you all day long about a huge market that she has, that she's completely developed out of the wedding she was planning last year. So you will find that the more you talk about other aspects of your life that you are extremely passionate about, whatever that may be, you're going to attract people that are interested in those same things. So I know on our GSR, I always do this with my new coaches, but go back to that activity where you're kind of identifying those 5 pillars of your life that you're super passionate about, and make sure that you're cycling content between those things, that you are kind of touching and just letting like people peek behind the curtain and of what's important to you, you know, what you value, what things you love in your life, what things bring you laughter, things like that, you know? Cool. Christina, who did you have? Did I not send you anyone? I thought I did.
Maybe I didn't. I've been, hold on, let me check.
Totally okay.
I could check quickly. Hold
Check.
on.
If I didn't assign you someone, then I'm going to do that now.
You sent it privately or in the chat?
I did. I sent it privately.
Okay. No.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to give you Matt DeBoard.
Okay, going there now.
And you don't have to do this right this second, but. He might actually still have his profile set to private, so.
Is he not on here?
On the call?
Yeah.
No, he's not on the call right now. So,
I was like, looking to spell his name.
yeah, you can totally go ahead and just do that privately in the
chat.
Yeah. Cool. Andrea, you have Lacey, right?
Oh, let me mute myself. Sorry.
Oh, Andrea, we can't hear you.
Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm looking back at the exact questions Lacey was looking at. Okay, something that she can offer. Yes, you can immediately tell that she's offering a group. And it's not even a group, it's the celebration that she reached Emerald. But you can tell that she's offering a group right off their her background picture. You immediately see Beachbody, and you see her in all of these different like workout poses. So you're like, oh, like, you know, like whenever I first saw that little picture where she's wearing the red dress, I was like, oh, she's a dancer. She's probably a professional. You know, it gives her that vibe. Okay, do you know that she has a team? Yes, you know that she has a team.
And are you seeing that consistent with the images? Are they consistent with what she's actually offering in posts? So like when you scroll, if you scroll down, does she invite to a challenge group? Do you know that she has something to actually offer you?
Yes, she definitely invites to a challenge group, and not even that, she focuses to the moms right there. And she's like focusing on all of the moms that don't focus on themselves.
Great.
So you can really see that. And you can see her transformation post, the transformation post that she was tagged in. So you know that whatever it is that she's doing, it's working.
Good.
But yes. I I don't know, again, because I don't know if because she wasn't my friend. If
Are you
there's more
public, Lacey?
posts, I can only see the posts that she's tagged in.
Yeah, I'm having trouble making mine not private. I've been trying to figure that out for a while, and it's not seeming to work for me. So I'm gonna have to do some more work on that.
Gotcha.
Like, I can see the calling all moms post, but most of the posts that I can see are the ones that she's tagged in.
Okay, Lacey, make sure that you, there should be an area where you can go into your settings on Facebook. It's like a little circle, like tool looking thing. Go there, and then you should be able to adjust your privacy settings in there. Do you see that?
Yeah, and what am I changing?
So you want to make sure that your profile is set to public.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I think I did it. So if somebody who's not friends with me wants to check and see if anything else just showed up, that would be cool.
Refresh your page. The last post I see that you actually posted was May 8th.
No, I don't know why. I don't know.
So I don't know why it's doing that.
All right, I'll play with it. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Also, next to sorry, this happened to me. I think Courtney knows about this. Like a couple of months ago, when all my posts, I was posting like crazy, but nothing was showing for anyone, and it was only showing for me because for some reason it changed the settings. So if you look at where you post, it says like the hours, like this is your name, and then underneath it says like 23 hours ago. There's like a little world, or there's a key, like depending on what it is, click on that and you can change the privacy of that post.
Okay.
And you can change it for permanent. Because for some reason I made all of my posts only for me to see. And it didn't when it updated by itself. So that could be what it is.
All right, just because I'm here on my thing right now, when you go to privacy, do you see who can see my stuff? Is that the first thing that comes up?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the first column, do you have it set to public?
Yeah.
Second column, public?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I have nothing on the next two. And then who can contact me? I have everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Who can look me up? Everyone. Everyone, and then yes.
Okay, cool.
Is that the case for you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I wonder what is.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Hmm.
Weird.
Yeah.
All right, I'll play with that. Maybe it just needs to update or something. I don't know.
Okay, I see it now.
Okay.
Oh,
Yay.
okay, cool.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
There we go. All right. So let's hear it. Let's now that you've got a full view.
I like it. You can tell that you're focusing on yourself. You can see the aspects of your life where you're doing other things. You like to visit places. Your interests in dance. Let's see.
You know what? Just for the sake of whoever's going to watch this back, Andrea, do you see an option where you can share your screen?
Let's see. Yes, here, and I will make this one bigger here so that we can see.
Yeah.
And I'll go back to where I met. You can see right here where she's sharing all the other aspects of her life and how she likes to travel, or at least sightsee. You can tell here where she likes to focus on herself and its motivation, so she's providing value to people.
I'm assuming that's humor right there.
Yeah.
Tagged me in a video.
Then she was tagged. Yeah, she was tagged in it. So you can see her passion for dance right here. You can see more of her sightseeing, so places that she wants to see more of.
Cool. Okay, so we know so far, yes, you offer a challenge group. We know that you have a team and that you're mentoring. I saw one of those posts just scrolling through. Then we're seeing value. And actually, it's interesting just from hearing Andrea's perspective a little bit, because she's coming at it from more of a visual standpoint. So just the fact that she's saying, you know, yes, you're engaging off of your visuals, I think is a really positive thing. Okay, and then Andrea, you gave her the thumbs up for sharing different aspects of your life.
Yes.
Lacey,
yes.
in general, have you kind of targeted the areas of your life you're talking about? I'd love to hear from
Yeah,
you.
I did. It was in the. I'm doing the like Dash to Diamond challenge thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they had us do that like activity where you chose 5 things or whatever. And so yeah, I've kind of picked my 5. They kind of change off and on. But the first one, like the 5 that I chose, is arts manager, which is what I do, and dancer, which are like my 2 biggest hobbies. I'm a foodie, so I like to like experiment with new recipes and new different things like that. And then I obviously have my Beachbody coach, and I have world traveler because I like to travel and I travel as much as I can. So those are kind of my 5.
Love
And
that.
like I said, they're changing.
I love that. Cool. So, Andrea, is there anything that pops out to you that you feel would be constructive for Lacey? Do you think there's any area that she might be able to focus on a little more?
I like how she shared her personal development. Maybe if she just shared something more like direct whenever it comes to adding the value, because I can see that she shares lots of value, but maybe adding something like facts or something, or like googling more things to find out like questions that maybe she's had, and just like kind of like just throw them out there. I feel like lots of people are interested in that, and I actually received lots of feedback today on the water and through private messages. So like kind of like things like that, I feel like would help her as well.
Okay, cool.
That's a really good tip, I think, for everyone, just to, because I think we often forget to act as if we had never had any experience with a health or fitness program, because oftentimes, like, because we are having those experiences, we forget to talk to the people who are not. So putting ourselves back in those places and asking the questions about, you know, how would I even get started? What do I need to be able to lose weight if that's someone's goal? Or, you know, what kind of workouts are you doing if you're trying to tone up, things like that. It's a great way to add value, just to think about where we were before we even began this journey. I love that. Okay, cool. So, Andrew, you can stop your screen share. Christina, I went ahead and audited you. I also assigned you to someone else, so you're probably going to have another audit coming your way. Let me share my screen. Okay.
Jess, I want to give a heads up. I just posted something about glass slipper or whatever. 2 people just messaged me and like, I lost my glass slipper. Can I have it in? So I think I'm locking it in. Just a heads up with that food post.
That's great, though. Cool. Okay, so first and foremost, I know you're offering something. Yes, I have seen you consistently talk about your Divergent Challenge group. I know that's a thing on your social media. I know that this is a coaching opportunity post, having read this right here. And guys, I'm only going 2 or 3 scrolls. I'm not going much past that. I know that she drinks some sort of shake. I don't really know why, but I know she drinks a shake. Okay, yes, I know you're mentoring based on this post right here. You're inviting people to join your team. You're letting them know that there's a way out, that you're willing to help them. Do I see you adding value? Yes. I think you have been rocking it with motivational posts lately and speaking to, people's insecurities and ways to push past those things, ways to inspire yourself, motivate yourself. I think you've been talking a lot about where you've been and how far you've come, which is really indicative of your journey. I think that's super, super important. You're welcoming people to your team, gives the air of success. Guys, if you have brought on new challengers and new coaches, make a post and celebrate those people. Even if they're not going to be a business building coach, it is so, so, so important that you are showing people that you are growing a team. That makes you seem successful. You absolutely want that in other people's minds, you won something, Team Beachbody, great. So I would say yes to adding value. Do I see different aspects of your life? Yes. I, though, Christina, have seen you at your best when you're sharing all different aspects of your life. And I don't think this is it, if I'm being honest. I know that you, like when you were doing your like page, having the day that you were sharing everything, I'm not saying you need to go back to that exact formula, but there were so many different specific interests that I thought you touched on so well. And I think because it's the end of the month and because we're trying to lock in Success Club, that there's a lot of Beachbody on your page right now. So I get that. I totally understand there's an element of that. But I do think, sometimes it's those posts that, like, you mentioned your glass slipper. That's a Disney thing. In this post, that's a huge part of your life. But it was still kind of involved in your challenge group. Sometimes it's those things that draw those people in. So it's a good thing to keep in mind. And then the only thing I was going to say, Christina, that I really think you can go next level with is bringing more consistency to your images. I think you're at a place now that you've been coaching long enough, people have been seeing you coach long enough that you could go a bit more professional with your posting. So I think that means you need to be a little more consistent in terms of the images you're putting up, trying to use the same shape. So either go all square or go all rectangle or whatever. I'm not saying that every single post needs to be that way, but we want to create a consistent look here. I also see you using just a regular image, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I think you can up the look of the image if you just use a consistent filter. So maybe try like VSO Cam.
I actually have, I don't know if you've seen my Instagram, but with Instagram, I've been doing really good with doing that. With Facebook, though, I don't know. I just kind of been doing it on the fly, so I get it 100%.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to do it more. Hold on. Just so they can kind of see what.
Well, actually, I can go to your Instagram.
You can do it from on the computer?
Yep.
But they kind of have the same feel. Now you can see it if you get in there.
Okay, what's your Instagram handle?
CGarc, GARC 35.
Oh gosh, come on. Okay.
Mine's freezing now too.
At CGarc
35. 35.
Why don't I see you? There we go. Cool.
They all kind of have like a dreamy, not dreamy, but.
No, but already the images are way more consistent here. 100%. I can see you have a specific look.
Yeah, I've been trying it there, and then I was going to start string, because I did once upon a time in mine too, and you know that too, but trying to get back to it.
Yeah. And I would just say bring this to what you're doing on Facebook, because who does this so well is Lynette, my success partner. She knocks it out of the park with creating a consistent look for her images. And she one thing she said to me on the Success Club trip, she was like, Becca posted her like 4 staple VSO Cam things. And what Lynette did was she chose one of them, and no matter what, even if it made the image look worse, she still posted with that filter because her images looked the same every single time. Mm-hmm. So branding, it's all branding. You guys are sharing you. So whatever that looks like for you, just keep that in mind, because people are going to be drawn to that. And the same way that talking about our different passions and loves in life will attract people, so will your images. You know, people that kind of have a same visual perspective as you, or artistic perspective as you, will also be following you. So don't forget that that's also a way to draw people to your page. But other than that, I think you're really adding value. I think that there's a good reason for people to be following you. Cool. So guys, does anyone have any questions? Nope. And guys, yeah, Lynette's more active on Facebook than she is on Instagram, but that's one of her goals, is to be more consistent with Instagram. So I can let her know you're all following her on Instagram, so that she feels the need to up her game too.
Can I just say something that I'm going to start doing on Instagram once my actual challenge group starts? And I don't know if you guys tell me if it sounds stupid, but there's an Instagram that I follow that the guy puts a picture of his sneakers all on one side. Like every third picture is his sneakers. So when you scroll, all you see is his sneakers. Like, it's really cool. So I was thinking every third picture would be like day 1, day 2, day 3 of my challenge group, like a fitness selfie. Would that be too much? Like,
no, I think that.
But I'm just gonna do it on like it'll show up either in the middle or the side or something, all like in a column.
If you scroll back on my Instagram, you will see me trying a bunch of different things. Like, Chelsea Pearson has a beautiful Instagram. Chelsea Pearson is another coach. And one thing she does that I was like, I love that. She does a photo and then a quote, photo, quote, photo, quote, photo, quote. But it's all like, I think hers is like all white quote backgrounds. And I got to the point where I was like, dang, I'm having a hard time finding white quote backgrounds. So I got to the point where I was just like, screw it. I'm just going to do quote of any sort, doesn't matter what color background, and then a post. And then I found that I personally was not Instagramming as often because I was trying to follow this exact formula, and I do much better on the go. So I'm not saying there's one right or wrong way, guys. You got to figure out what works for you. And Christina, if you can keep consistent with 3 posts a day, no matter what, go for it. Absolutely go for it. For me, I know that Instagram was not that systematic for me. For me, I just I share content between my Facebook, and when I have that like one post that I can easily transfer over, I do, and I hashtag it. But for me, Facebook remains my main platform. So yeah, I don't want you guys to think there's one right or wrong way, and there's totally a lot of room for trial and error here. I encourage you to start figuring out what works for you. And just give yourself the grace to know that it's not a one size fits all kind of thing. You are your own person. Your Instagram will reflect that. Alrighty. Okay, well, that's it. Super simple tonight. I appreciate you guys being on.